right? This is part of his system. Okay, so we'll come back to that in a minute. All right, this is part of his system, man. He wants y'all in zones and districts. Okay, he wants you monitored under a system. I read it for you. Okay, it says digitalized. What does digitalized mean? It means everything's tracked in through computers, through numbers. Okay. All right. Since Esau can't get the kingdom, he's gonna turn this into his kingdom. All right. That's how it's gonna turn out. Okay. So come on, let's grab some scriptures. Okay. Yeah, man. I was just meditating on that yesterday. I'm just like, yo. Okay, because China got social credit score. They got facial recognition. Okay, they're heavily surveillanced, and same with the UK. The UK is the same way too. All right. The UK is the same way. All right, they're heavily surveilled, and they got what is it called? Cameras everywhere and all that. Yeah. Okay. All right. Just bear with me. Just gotta grab some scriptures. All right, they're heavily surveillanced. Okay. All right. Heavily surveillanced, and they got what's it called? They got what's it called? Cameras everywhere. You're in a system. When you commit a crime, like even like jaywalking, you know, your face is on the damn billboard and shit. Y'all Americans ain't got to deal with that. All you got is politics and taxes. That's what you got, man. Okay, y'all still got food stamps. Y'all can still buy shit. You know, you can still not pay your taxes, and you know what I'm saying. You can still get away with all that. You know what I'm saying? Those are luxuries, man. You go to another country, try to do that, man. You ain't getting away with that, man. Police knocking at your door in 2 seconds. Even in the UK, you make certain remarks on social media, they'll come knocking on your door. You can go to jail for that too. Okay? You can go to jail for that, man. He's still gonna say your ass right to fucking jail. Alright? Alright? Because Esau really what he wants to do, this whole idea of the what I'm basically mentioning to you guys, which is just the mark of the beast system, guys. Everything we mentioned to all the 6G, the district, the zones, digitalization, destroying physical cash, paper money, that is all part of the mark of the beast system. Okay, it's just the mark of the beast. That's all it is, guys. Because Esau's gonna. That's why he's pitching the ideas to you first. He's pitching the ideas to you first, and then guess what you have to deal with? Right after that, he's gonna pull out the device. He's gonna pull out a chip. Okay. Esau's gonna pull out a chip. He's gonna just pull it out. Hey man, this is what it is. Boom. That's what he's gonna do. Okay, he's gonna take away everything from you first and be like, okay, yeah, we have a solution. Okay, put this, da 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 da. Boom. He's gonna show it to you. Okay, and that's what the prophets are dreaming of, because John, what he's seen people physically imprinting things in their skin, putting it in their body. Okay, they were putting a device in their body. That's what John was seeing. He's seen them put it in their head. He's seen them put it in their arm, their leg, their back. Okay, he's seen it all. Okay, he's seen all that. All right, he's seen all of that. John's seen all of it, man. And that's how he wasn't able to really comprehend, because at that time they didn't have the technology to do that. Okay, so this Ecclesiastes chapter 4 verse 1. All right, all right. That's what these guys want to do, man. Which, hey, man, it's prophecy. You know, it's prophecy. You know, it's prophecy. That's why the Lord has us out here doing this. That's why we're doing. Why do you think we're out here in the winter teaching, doing the sit downs? We're telling you guys what's going to come. We're telling you what's going to happen. Okay, that's what He wants to do. Ecclesiastes chapter 4 verse 1. It says, "So I returned." Let me just put this down. It says, "So I returned and considered all the oppressions that are done under the sun." Right, all the oppression that are done under the sun, which is where? On earth. Okay, Esau wants to put you back in servitude. Not even just Jake too. Jake's the first step to do that, but he wants to even put his own people too. Like how evil you gotta be to put your own people in servitude, man. Okay, because you I made the video with I think it was in transit. Okay, because these Edomites think they're different from them Jewish Edomites. You're all Edomites, man. All of you guys are Edomites. There's different, just like how there's different tribes of Israel, there's different tribes of Edom. Okay, the top of that chain is Amalek, which is the so-called Jewish people of today, the Europeans. Okay, that stole our heritage, by the way. Okay, but it's all good, man. You know, because the truth is gonna come out, and it is coming out. Okay, they're calling it the Great Awakening. Okay, I wonder why. Okay, because the Great Awakening is nothing but people seeing the prophecies that we've been telling you guys for years, from the elders and apostles on down. They've been telling y'all for years. Okay, they've been telling y'all for years. It says, and behold, the tears of such that were oppressed and had no comforter, right? Which is who? The Israelites. Because the Israelites are at the bottom. Okay? They're at the bottom right now. Alright? The Israelites are at the bottom. Okay? They're the ones that's being oppressed. Okay? And you guys may say, oh well, everyone's oppressed right now. No one can afford it. That's part of the prophecies. Because there's a shift going on. Okay? There's a shift going on, man. Okay? There's a shift going on. That's supposed to happen. That was supposed to happen, man. Okay? Esau was supposed to be so goddamn wicked that he was going to oppress the whole earth. That's what the scriptures was telling you the whole entire time. He's so wicked. He's stealing from everybody. He's stealing from his own people. He going to steal from you first. He going to do what you, destroy you first, and then he going to go to his neighbor. You know what I'm saying? That's how evil Esau is, man. It says that on the side of their oppressors there was power, right? The power from who? Yahawashi. The Yahawashi said he would give us into the hand of our enemies, man. Okay, that's why we're at the grip of our enemies right now. Okay, Esau's doing what he do. He pleased with what he's doing and all that, man. Okay, right? This devil's happy. He's like, oh shit, plan going after plan. He just attacked Iran. Okay, he just attacked Iran. Okay, he took over Venezuela. Okay. Took their oil. Now he wants to get Greenland because they got a lot of water over there. I think it's for the AI. Okay, in order to operate a big AI system like what Elon Musk is doing. Okay, all the computers, the hard drives work because you got to cool down the I think it's the hard drives. Okay, right. In order to operate a big AI system like that, you need a lot of water, guys. Okay, because it cools it down. The fans ain't gonna do nothing. You need water. Okay, that's what they want. Okay. And that's prophecy too, because he'll take Greenland. Those are stepping stones into NATO betraying America, okay? Which is also prophecy, okay? All right. So again, on the side of the oppressors, there was power, and they had no comforter, which was the Israelites, okay? Because right now it looks like we have we don't got an army, we don't got our own country, okay? Our people are divided, and it looks like we ain't even got a God. Every Jake believes in something else. This Jake believes in Christianity. That Jake believes in Islam. This Jake's Muslim. You know, all that. Okay, Jake believes in different things. Some Jakes are atheists. You know, so that's how it's going right now. Okay, we're at the end, man. Okay, and that's why the idea. Okay, that's why the idea is out there. Okay, the Lord's putting it more and more out there, man. Okay, come on. This is Proverbs chapter 13. Verse 13. So I can bear with me 1 second. It says, whosoever despises the word shall be destroyed, but he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded. All right. So there you go, man. Okay, a lot of y'all despise the word, just like, hey, man, just like back then. Okay, because what was the prophets doing back then? Okay, they were saying, hey, man, Noah, right? We was talking about the flood. He was preaching, and not only was he preaching, he was building the ark. Okay? The modern day ark is the elect. Okay? All the brothers is making the videos, okay? Laboring and due diligence, coming out here teaching, all that, that's the elect. Okay? That's the elect showing you guys, man. Okay, whoever the elect may be. Okay, we don't know individually, oh, you're the elect. We don't know that, but we do know that is a symbol of that he may be of the elect. Okay, you're doing the work of the Lord, even when the camera's off, man. You keep the commandments, you know, you follow in the high holy days. Okay, another big thing that's coming up too is the Passover, man. Okay, you already know what happens around the Passover. Okay, so hey, man, we're in beautiful times. It's scary, but it's at the same time, it's beautiful times. Okay, that's what our Lord said, not to, you know, be not to have any fear. Okay, because what is it called? It's easy to fear what's going on, but we know what's happening, and we know why it's happening. These people, they don't know why it's happening. That's why they're panicking. Oh, I'm losing my job. I'm gonna lose my house. That's what's gonna happen. It's gonna happen more and more throughout as the year keeps going on, you're gonna see more and more shit going down. Okay, you're gonna see a lot more people losing houses, a lot more people homeless, a lot of people losing jobs. That's how it's gonna go, man. That's how it's gonna go. Okay, this is Malachi chapter 2 verse 7. Okay, that's how it's gonna go. Okay, that's exactly how it's gonna go, man. All right, that's the prophecies, man. Okay, y'all, we've been trying to tell y'all gonna lose the luxuries, man. You're gonna lose it. Okay, America's a luxury place, man. You have a lot of rights here, a lot of people in general. You have the right to bear arms. You have the right to shoot an intruder to come into your house. You're allowed to carry a gun. Okay, you can go to a convenience store and grab some food. You can go to a restaurant and get a steak. You know. Right, you didn't gotta pay no tax. That's all I was meditating on yesterday. I was like, yo, these people they really got a lot of luxuries. They got a lot of, again, call it rights. You know, you go to another, you ain't got those damn rights. You can't carry no fucking gun when you walk. You know what I'm saying? Tighter traffic laws. The cops are more brutal. You know what I'm saying? The government's more brutal. Okay, you know how much countries where you go and speak on some shit, they can bust down your fucking door right there and just take your ass to jail, torture you and shit. You ain't gotta deal with that, man. You Americans ain't gotta deal with that, man. Y'all over here talking about first world problems. You got men versus women. You can not pay your taxes for years and not get caught. You know, you can what is it called? You can get fat, not pay nothing. You can just live in the comfort of your home. You know what scammers are in America? Hey man, this shit's crazy. You know? Right? Let's grab scripture. You know, you gotta deal with that, man. You ain't got. You're not forced to serve a mandatory military. What is it called, like 2-year military terms. Like a lot of the European countries, you gotta serve that shit. And even in Asia, you gotta serve like when you touch 18, you gotta serve like a year or 2, mandatory. And if you don't, you go to jail or you get fined or something. I don't know how their laws work fully. All right, you gotta deal with that. Everything's optional in America. That's why they called it the land of the free. Okay, that's why they want to take that shit from you, man. All right. So this is Malachi chapter 2, verse. All right. All the luxuries getting ready to go. All of it's getting ready to go. Malachi chapter 2, verse 7. Okay. It says, "For a priest's lips should keep knowledge, and they should seek the law at his mouth, for he is the messenger of the Lord of hosts." And that's what the brothers are doing. All the brothers that are doing the videos, that's why we come down here, we keep bringing you the information. Okay, we keep relaying articles and what these politicians are saying. Hey man, we're in the news. Okay, we're not the watchmen, right? Come on.